ready an Eldritch Blast, but don't fire it yet. Can you do that? Is that like a thing you can do where you just like prepare to fire it, but not actually fire it? I don't know how magic works.
It makes my fingers tingle too much. It hurts.
I'll say that you can visibly show that you're ready to cast it at any time.
Well, yeah, my hand would be glowing. So yeah, I'll just like stare at Elvira, just going, what? And just hold it. She's not really nervous about this situation. She's already talked to Chippy, so it's fine.
He's only wearing a single hat, Charisse.
He's getting his hat. Look, the statue has a lot of hats.
Look, I've only known Chippy for like 5 minutes, and in those 5 minutes, 3 of them were spent sending him to his death, which he avoided because Feywild.
We knew that wasn't going to kill him.
Okay, fine. I didn't think he'd die. I just wanted to pretend like I was a soulless asshole because of a drow, and I have appearances to keep.
Chippy leans into Ezekiel going, hey, just a quick question, but how much can you carry? I'm trying to get my friend out of the situation. He pats Roderick on the leg. The Guildmaster just kind of clears his throat going, if I may remind y'all folks...
That much.
I'm sorry, I really love just imagining Ezekiel just being this really old man who's just really good at sneaking.
Yeah.
Just a super chill old dude who's just really good at sneaking and stabbing people.
Chippy looks at your limbs and just kind of stares you up and down before going, I'm sure we both regret this conversation right now.
That's so true.
The Guildmaster clears his throat. If I may remind y'all, you're all contracted employed with me, and we got something to finish up here. I can get y'all paid, signed off, and getting out of here, but we need to do this now. Chippy chimes back in going, no. Hey, y'all saw what you saw, okay? I don't know what you saw exactly, but this is a lot of hootenanny right now, that what you kids went through.
Look.
And Ezekiel.
Okay, Chippy. I really do appreciate that you're trying to do something here, but look, I'd like to get paid. Then I'd like to interrogate Vincent about who the... What was it? The Knights... Well, those two, but the other ones. The Knights Radiant? Knights Radiant, yeah. Those guys. Who those people are. What's going on with Terra Unbound? Why the Druid was a goddamn fungus man.
Wait. Y'all, where did y'all read about Knights Radiant? He gets up from the seat. And Chippy, I'm gonna have to ask y'all to leave. As he rounds the corner past Red, Chippy, Ezekiel, and Click him. You just kind of watch Chippy just put on kind of a serious face for a moment.
Oh.
Yeah.
He pulls out.
Just listen to Wannon, and every single one of his responses are like, "Oh, time to be serious." Got it.
He quickly draws his arcane artifact known as a Thunderstick, a ranged weapon, and just stares down the Guildmaster, and just in the most stern voice possible, he says, "And I told you to get away from these kids."
What the fuck is going on here? Chippy, what?
Chippy, he's paying us.
I'm older than you, Chippy.
So I don't want you to kill him, please.
What's more important, your payment or your sanity?
Yes.
What? Is he going to do something when he pays us?
He's gonna send you on even worse jobs right now, okay? Look, y'all wanted information from me in the first place. I'm ready to give that to you now, if y'all just come with me. Do not trust this man any further.
Chippy, why are you doing this now?
Literally, Chippy, you could have waited 5 minutes.
Literally 5 minutes.
I just want to get paid. I'd really just like to be able to buy some nice things, okay?
5 minutes is nothing. I had to wait a week. I bet y'all didn't know that, huh? He stares over at all of you. You've been gone for a week straight.
Damn.
Lord, you were worried that we were gonna die? Are we friends all of a sudden? Goodness. I didn't realize I'd made friends so quickly.
Chippy, I threw you into a ravine. I thought you hated me.
I also very harshly interrogated you and tried to steal your food.
And, well, yeah, I'm thinking about this decision right now, but y'all also got me out of the Feywild.
Fair. Which,
I mean, I was also going to interrogate you again, so that may put a different on
We all
things.
learned a lot that night about each other, okay? Maybe not Click him, he's a tomb of secrets, but...
but weren't you like,
Hey.
weren't,
That's
weren't you like denying that the Feywild escapade even happened?
It was. But then we stopped that when I interrogated him. But, you know, whatever.
The Guildmaster speaks up, going, Chippy, you're making a right awful fool of yourself right now. Put that artifact down and leave. These kids ain't going with you. Look, y'all lose my trust right now if y'all side with him, okay? There's nothing clean about this situation.
Chippy, we're not siding with him. We're just getting paid.
We're just getting paid, Chippy. I'll come talk to you right after this is done. Because
It's
honestly,
It starts with getting paid, and then it goes downhill from there. Look, you've accepted like every single contract from this dude. The fire elemental wasn't strange to you. This whole like kidnapping business wasn't strange to you. What's next? Y'all gonna agree to like go even deeper?
Chippy, I stole the fire elemental. Literally, the second I found out that this was fishy, I stole him, lied to everyone about it, and he's been backing me up ever since. We're basically besties right now.
You lied about that?
Ezekiel, advice, I don't think now is the time to say this in front of Vincent.
Oh, whatever.
Do we know? Can I see, or could I see when I was here, where any kind of cash is? Or here? I was here, and then I
over there.
I was here, yeah. I was here, and then I moved here.
Not that you could see. No, that was more of like just a. That was more just a various sections of medical supplies and food just stashed into one corner.
Can I look while the parents are arguing? I'm gonna look.
Yes, please. Good
Yeah.
God.
Give me an investigation check.
Investigation.
Steal
There I
all the
go.
money, and then we can make an unbiased.
Okay, we can go by.
God, I really just want to get paid, man.
Oh, yo.
I mean, technically, we're already, like, really rich already.
Click,
I know, but like more money is
you-
always.
You kind of just siphon through the papers. You find the 4 contract pages assigned to the 4 of your party members. You find there's been some revisions added on, mainly the fact that he's crossed out the initial payment and wrote in double.
Oh. That's it?
That's about the main source you can find for your payment, that you've been approved for it.
Ah,
Time
okay.
to slink over and just give it to Edelweiss.
Yeah, I'm gonna sneak it into his pocket, and then
Just
but
gonna-
give the
You wanna
pocket
make me
a
you
tiny
wanna
pat.
make me a
Absolutely.
slide of hand roll first?
But first, can I do charisma?
No.
No? Okay. Oh, sleight of hand. Oh, eat my dick.
Fucking.
That actually sucks that you did so well, because now Edelweiss won't notice that you put it there.
Oh shit, then I better.
So real quick sleight of the hand while nobody's looking. You quickly just swipe those 4 papers and then just kind of stuff them in his Edelweiss's pants while this whole situation's either. Nobody has
That
noticed
case-
you slink around.
In that case, I'm gonna go over here and be like, I think we should go. Wink, really big. Wink.
Wannon, any input on all this?
I'm too scared.
I don't. Yeah, I just wanted to make it clear. So at the moment, okay, where is everyone sided on this conversation right now? I want to show of hands for how many.
I'm also on the side of I want payment. I almost
I
died
want
too.
Guildmaster to Chippy ratio. Who you're staying with?
Click.
Oh, can
click.
I just sit in the middle?
Can
Yeah.
I like specify? I want to go with Chippy, but I really want my money.
That
Yeah.
one. That one.
I'm looking for a way to steal my money and then leave with Chippy.
The thing he said.
Chippy just kind of looks at you all, going, "You know what? Maybe I was wrong about all you did." Thought I could
Chippy,
trust-
wait.
No.
Ezekiel, grab the gnome.
I grabbed the gnome.
What'd you say,
Fine.
Wayne?
I rolled to grab the gnome.
Give me a strength check.
You picked the
wait.
worst one.
While that's happening,
I still
also
did it.
would I was also gonna say, I like move up towards where Roderick is and point my sword at his stone throat. Nobody, don't move, or Roderick gets it.
Kind of just grab Chippy by the back of his collar as he's leaving.
As
He
I
just
pick,
kinda
as I pick
runs
him
in
up.
place. You don't. No, you don't. You ain't making a short joke right now. I swear.
As I pick him up, I say, "We are coming with you. We just want money."
Money ain't. You know what? I'd be lying if I said this. Money really is important.
Honestly, I did the work. I just want to get paid, and then we can gallivant off and figure out all these conspiracies. Have I mentioned that I really love unraveling conspiracies? Like, I didn't think I was going to love it this much, but my God, it's apparently my calling in life.
Did I see Click's like exaggerated winking?
I hope so.
I will say yes.
Good old
Okay.
Winter
Okay,
Brownie.
okay. Then Red would put out her Eldritch Blast and just like, okay, fine. And then look at Vincent. It's like, we'll come back later because Chippy's having a conniption. So we'll deal with Chippy and come back later.
No. We're gonna get this settled right now, right? Look, just Chippy insists on staying. Ezekiel, dear boy, don't mind. Just put him in the basement somewhere.
He's going to like destroy the place if you leave him down there.
That's why we're just gonna put him in a tiny little bedroom for a while. Boys are rambunctious.
That sounds like we're holding him against his will, and normally I'm okay with
I'm being
that.
held against my will right now. What's wrong with you?
Okay, you're being held against your will by a senile goat man. Like, what's the word?
I'm not senile.
Quiet, Grandpa. No one asked you.
Prove you're not senile right now by dropping me.
Oh no! I'm not getting caught into that one.
Do it or no balls. Do it or no balls.
No balls.
Okay, now that one's more tempting.
Damn, Ezekiel's got no balls.
Even Clickham agrees. He's gonna take that from him.
Just kidding. I'm sorry. Ignore me.
Clickham's also a coward. But I still love him.
Why are we like this?
Look, Ezekiel, just hold on tight to Chippy. We'll get paid, and then we'll resolve this peacefully.
I'm not having this.
Chippy,
Vincent, pay us.
I
You
will.
tell me one thing to convince you you're not just gonna skedaddle off on an adventure right now.
The fact that I'm still
I would-
holding you.
I will pull my sword off of my belt and hand it to Chippy.
Don't give him
I'll
a
give
weapon
him
to beat my
hat.
shins
Yeah,
with.
I'll give Chippy my hat then if we're doing that.
If Chippy wants something that I definitely want back and will actually seek him to the ends of the earth for, I have something that he wants, that he would want in this situation.
Give him the book.
And I really...
Yeah.
I really don't want to. But I will.
Give him the book. Give him the book. Give him the book.
Okay, fine. I'll give him one book.
My answer is that I'm still holding on to him.
Here, Chippy.
Rapier, book, and Clickham. What were you giving him again? I apologize.
His hat.
I'm giving...
Oh, damn. All right. Hat.
No, I'm giving Chippy my Book of Shadows.
Okay. He kind of just silently stares down at the items in his hands and goes. He looks over at you, Ezekiel, before going. You'll come find me in the hunter's hammock later. And put me down.
I gently
Good, we need
said
to
Chippy
talk.
down.
Good, we will be talking later, trust me. We will. I have many
Well,
things to say to you.
She
I
has
want that
books she
sword
wants
back.
back.
I'm glad I'm
Don't think
smart.
he's
Well,
not
I was going to talk to him anyway, but now I really will need to talk to him after.
I'm glad I was smart and didn't give him shit.
Well played, Ezekiel. Well played.
Chippy just kind of gives you all one last stare before walking out the door. The Guildmaster just takes in a deep breath before going, What a day, huh? Hot chocolate, anyone?
I'll
Cocklet.
just take my money, if that's all right with you.
I'd like to go see a doctor at some point today.
All
Can
right,
we get a move on?
Do I have spell slots?
I don't know, do you?
I
No.
have like I have,
I
one,
Alright, right?
I have one level 1 spell slot. I'll pop a cure
No,
wounds.
no. Red would have literally told you no, because it's a perfect excuse to move this along.
Oh right, yeah, elbow me in the stomach, right? Right, yeah, out of spell slots, right? We need
No,
to get it.
I have telepathic powers. I don't have to do that.
Right.
Click is gonna make himself some hot chocolate. He's just
You're
gonna.
stepping away from the kitchen area you were just in.
Yeah.
Oops. Oops.
Anyways,
Here.
payment, and then we'll go deal with Chippy and possibly be back after that.
Yep. Right. But before I hand y'all payment, I need a question from y'all. I'm sure y'all noticed all these shenanigans y'all been jumping hoops from. Sure you had a lot of questions. Truth be told, rightfully wrong of me to just kind of throw you in all this business, huh?
It was, what's the drow term for it? A dick move. Yeah.
I'm familiar.
Damn.
Look, I'm sure y'all got more questions and answers, but I want to ask y'all a little bit of an ultimatum per se. Y'all seen a bunch of, well, manure past few days. Can't imagine you'd want to keep moving on with this kind of business, but can't imagine this is the life y'all set out here in the first place to mosey about in the first place. So he kind of rummages through his papers, just going, where did it happen? Where did I
Oh
put it?"
shit. Ah, we're going.
All right. Let's see. Can I roll sleight of hand to put the papers stealthily back somewhere? They're currently in my inventory.
Go ahead.
No, I'm gonna distract him to help. I'm going to, oops, the hot chocolate. Oh no.
Did you spill the hot chocolate on him?
Oh
I'm
no,
gonna
it's
start
all over
crying.
your ass.
I'm gonna start crying.
No.
I'm crying and distracting you.
Dang her.
Danger!
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Danger!
I'm such a clown. I'm
Danger!
such a stupid little bitch.
I want everyone to sit here and realize that Edelweiss doesn't know that he has the papers in his bag. And
I mean, I
Clickham
thought-
is just doing this.
See, I thought like I would at least feel that the papers were there.
Clickham rolled a 20.
That's for hiding it for everyone else.
That ruling was more for if he could get away with taking papers without being noticed.
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
So I'll
Jasmine.
rule that Edelweiss is completely aware that a bunch of papers were just stuffed in his butt as Clickham walked past him.
Meow.
In his butt.
His butt pocket, I meant to say.
No, his
No,
butt.
in his butt. In his butt.
Just directly in there.
No.
The
Yeah,
true.
no.
Clickham has
I wish
a.
I could say this is the first time.
Clickham has a master level sleight of hand. He can hide things inside people's asses.
Oh no.
Edelweiss, while Clickham's doing his little routine, he just quickly gets, just almost hastily, just toss the papers back on the table before the guildmaster just very disgruntledly going, Clickham, please, I had a long day. Just keep your hands to yourself.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh no,
Brap, brap,
Vincent,
brap,
you
brap,
had a long day? Oh, woe is me! You must have just had a terrible incident!
Oh, okay, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm literally bleeding on the carpet! No, you had a horrible day!
Alright. You know what? Maybe this is the wrong time to ask this. So, you know what? Let me just prep y'all. There we go. I don't even need this paperwork, to be honest. Could have just handed you the gold, but I like to.
You could have.
We could have done that 10 minutes ago. We wouldn't be having
Edelweiss
this.
is clenching his jaw with everything he's got, like money in my hands. Now,
Alright. Let me just. He takes off his hat, rummages around in it, and offers you all what is essentially just like a flat. However, a 2 stack of just this flat, almost not a quite thin, but just like not quite a brick either. I'm trying to find a good, like a tile of sorts. Just a solid gold tile. Just taps his finger on it, going, each one of these is essentially worth 100 gold. 2 for each.
Oh.
I know this is more than what we bargained for in the first place, but I feel like y'all deserve it.
I am just going to immediately shove that shit into my pocket. Just nope, mine. 200 gold. Sweet.
Y'all don't gotta make like a specific inventory mark for that or anything. Just add 200 gold to your inventories.
Oh,
Okay.
sweet.
So how much do we have? How much did we get total?
200 each, so 800 total, which is double of what you initially took this job for.
Nice.
Money.
The job was 100 for each alive hunter. You all delivered each hunter back home alive. One's unconscious, but
Alive.
Close
but
enough.
alive, technically.
If he dies later, it's not my fault.
If he dies later, it's not your fault.
Well, that's settled.
Now, if y'all got any other business here, speak now, because I've had one rough day.
Woe is you, Vincent. Woe is you.
You know, Vincent, you take the day off and just go relax. Get some me time. You know, that's what I do every now. Come on, Clickham. We've got a gnome to interrogate.
Aye, Papa.
Ain't much of the day left, I'll tell you all this now. I'm already working overtime. He
I'm
shouts to you all as you
terribly
leave.
Where's the
open-
lead? But
Well, this one's more of a back door, but I will bring you all back to the town map.
Okay.
You open the door back up to the town of Grey Banner, where you all find out it's currently nighttime.
I rolled to perform the dinosaur.
Performance at disadvantage.
wait, what is he doing?
Where it said
Well,
I
it's-
opened the door, so I'm opting to get on the floor and perform the dinosaur.
Ah!
Performance at disadvantage, you say?
Yeah.
No fucking problem.
Oh my god.
yeah.
The power move.
Yeah.
Almost oblivious to the current situation at hand, Ezekiel has got a kind of a dance trend going on. And you feel like this could pick up.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you kind of
Oh,
just
I
like
like
you
it.
kind of just look at him humming a little tune to yourself, like, I could
Man,
song
I'm
to
so
this.
happy
Let's
that worked
go.
out.
Boom,
Well,
boom, boom, chakalaka, boom, boom.
Shake
I'm
the
gonna work
room.
on that.
Oh,
You
we
know?
have video proof of that too.
well, if adventuring doesn't work out, at least we can become a traveling show. Who wants to see a dancing goat?
I have double jointedness, so I can dance better.
Sharice and Clickham can do the special effects. I can do the music. It'll be great. Where'd Chippy go to again?
We'll never know.
The what is
The hangman's
Hunter's
noose.
hammock. Forgot the
Well,
name. At the
I
inn.
am-
It's at the inn.
gotcha. I'm making a beeline to that shit.
Alright, we're immediately just going to the inn. Lovely.
I mean, like-
Lovely and jubbly.
He has my book. Excuse you.
Like, ordinarily, I'd meander about a bit, but no, we have business.
Business.
I mean, yeah,
it involves getting my
technically.
sword back.
I mean, yeah, technically, I could just re-summon that thing back to me, but I'm gonna try that.
Alright, I'll bring us all to the inn map.
And we find Chippy's been murdered.
Oh, there's some new faces.
Oh, that's...
Hello, miss.
Oh,
Oh, boy.
hello, madam.
Oh, hello, other person.
Oh, god damn.
Danny already dropping Ron
Yeah, no fucking
on the
kidding.
spot.
Alright, so we've got Gnome Boy and some shady...
We're not dating yet. It's fine.
It's fine. She's a free woman.
Yeah, exactly,
Yes.
man.
You waltz into the inn and you
Wait,
find
is that a
little-
drow?
you
Ooh.
There's
find
so many
that
armored guys. It's like creepy.
you find that this inn is a lot more packed than usual. You know, before there was just the occasional like regular hunters strewn about, but it seems there's a lot more out-of-towners here recently.
Oh, I know why. Never mind.
You note a new traveling band over in the backside of the inn, just playing these bassy, jazzy arranges in the back.
Where's Chippy?
Greetings, gentlemen. Mind
gonna
if I
go to the
take
bartender.
a breadstick? Thank you.
And I'm going to just not even sit down and say, I need to find Chippy.
The man in the mask slides over his basket of breadsticks to you, click them, before giving it.
You.
He kind of just puts them all up before giving you a small little bow.
Oh, thank you. Are we
That'll
gonna
wise.
feed it to each other now? Ew. Just kidding, I'm taking these by.
He pushes the breadstick into your hand.
Oh. Wait.
Edelweiss.
You take breadstick.
He wants me to feed. He wants
No,
me to
no,
feed.
he's
Okay.
like projecting your advances.
I'm taking the whole basket and
You take the whole basket?
Yeah.
He gave you one?
Oh.
Clickum is starving.
I took the one and then I take the rest and then I go thanks fellas.
He kind of reaches out to you initially, but then just puts his palm down before Edelweiss. As you kind of just get up to the bar stand here, you know just this rather large armored man just sitting at the bar stand. He's currently trying to bring a soup bowl to his mouth, except his helmet's in the way. You're kind of questioning where this is going, but you have better things on your hand. Slamming both your hands down on the table, you ask the innkeeper where Chippy is, and the innkeeper, Wendell, just kind of looks at you going, "Oh, long time no see. Goodness, thought that might have been your last hunt."
We were
As
underground
charming
for a
as
week.
this is, we can have these introductions later. We have a meeting with a gnome. Do you know where he is?
You mean that one, or he points over to the far
The
side?
one with the two hats.
Hmm.
Always drinking purple stuff.
Oh, that one. I probably shouldn't tell you this information, but...
Oh lord, are we really playing this game right now? Where's
no.
the gnome?
Oh, okay, alright. Here's...
I haven't heard music like this since my hometown.
Oh.
Oof.
Oh no!
Whan in history check.
Ezekiel lower? Holy shit.
Why do I need a history check on my own backstory, you motherfucker?
Yeah, no kidding.
History check, go!
Damn, okay.
Okay, I guess I deserve this for managing to dunk the dinosaur.
You think back, you can't remember how old you were, you can't remember where, you swear you've heard this band before in your lifetime. At least once.
At least.
I'm gonna take another check later, I swear to God. When we leave.
Wendell just kind of leans in, going, "Alright, I'll grant you access to his floor and everything. You're just going to go..."
Floor.
Yes, his floor.
It's fun.
You're telling me an odd little gnome gets his own floor?
No. I mean, look, this... I know this... I've never quite gotten to explain this to you. I know this seems like a two-story inn, but it's much more complex than that. When you go up those stairs, you kind of just end up in a vacant space. And why do you think no one else rents rooms in your space?
Oh.
I've literally never thought about it before. That's fascinating.
He kind of gives you a little finger guns for a moment before going, "Innkeeper magic." But
I'm kidding.
I'll just... He kind of just does like a little invisible sigil in the air, pointing at the three of you. Does a little finger gun to Ezekiel way in the back, who's currently sitting at the fountain, really entranced by this band. And just goes, "You'll find him in his own little space. Once you get up those left stairs, let me see. Second room to your left, not the one directly to your left. The one, if I had to point it out with a ruler, with my hands, right about here."
With my hand.
Where would I hate you?
Whoa.
Gotcha. Thanks.
Whoa.
Don't worry, we're not here to start a fight or do anything. We have a meeting with him. It's just a very pressing meeting.
I hope not. Well, you do you then. I'll go
Meanwhile,
back to work.
to your left,
Go on, Landon.
meanwhile to your left, I just really want soup.
I just really wanted soup.
Yeah, big armor dude just kind of has the bowl up to his mouth before just
He got
puts
this,
it back down.
he's got this little bowl, and he's just like, Jasmine, I'm trying to make sound effects. Stop getting in the way of the microphone. Just gets
Breathe
the,
into your cat.
he just
Go.
he just gets the bowl up to his face and just, please.
Click him. What are you doing precisely?
I'm watching and I'm eating and I'm waiting for them to not eat the bread basket and I'm gonna take it.
I'd be fine with her getting in the way if I wasn't holding my open knife.
Yeah.
When and you doing anything specific, or are you just gonna be watching the band
Wait, is that a drow bard?
I'll head up
in
later.
the front?
Yeah.
Yeah. Graham, he's stealing your look.
Dude, I commented on him as soon as we came in. I was like, is that a drow? But then I was
I
like,
know, but you
Dude,
didn't comment that he was a bard.
The drow in specific is just going ham on the trumpet.
Damn.
He's so much cooler than you, Annabelle.
He
No,
he
no.
just entrances everyone listening with his song.
Not me, I'm hungry.
Yeah, not click him. He's hungry.
I'm just gonna take the bread basket and join Mom and Dad.
Wannon, do you have a specific memory you'd like to tell me about, or can I interject one?
Sure.
Give you a little freebie here.
I mean, I
Actually,
could
maybe
make
I
up
should
one
stay
myself,
with-
but I figure I might as well let you have fun.
Yeah, you can edit mine if you want.
I'll stay with Ezekiel since.
I mean, if we got a meeting, we got a meeting. Don't you want to get your hat back?
I guess.
you can
I'm
steal
gonna
the
head
bread
up.
stick.
Yeah, well, that pretty much works. The only thing I'd tack on is like mentioning it being a town tavern or something.
Gotcha.
I'll leave some breadsticks with him though, but then be like, I'm gonna head up, buddy. Bye.
No, click him. What you gotta do is you gotta literally just like eating the breadsticks, and then like, oh, I have to go upstairs, and then just drop it on the table, the empty basket on the table, and just
Oh, I
leave with him
guess.
looking at him.
Yeah. I like to imagine I still
Oh
have
yeah,
like,
the meeting.
an armful.
The two monks just stare at each other with their empty basket as you leave.
I still have 3, right? I'm gonna add that to my inventory.
I'll say 5.
Oh, 5! I love it! Thank you.
Ezekiel gently gets up and goes up the stairs, looking wistful.
Oh.
Juicy lore, juicy lore.
Yep.
Alright, so everyone's coming to find Chippy.
Yee.
This Sunday.
This Sunday.
The Rage in the Cage with Edelweiss, the bestest bro in the world, versus
We
Chicky,
gotta-
the purple guy.
The
We got-
purple guy.
We got 4 people outside this door. Proceed as you will.
Wait. 4 people that are not us?
No, it's us.
No, that's
People
it.
that are us.
Oh,
Trust-
it's us.
trust me.
I'll go in first.
I firmly. Never mind. Just click in the page, you barge
You
in.
walk inside and you see
You do note that the door is unlocked. Click you immediately
you open the door. Inside you find Chippy sitting at a small table, a small pink table, and around it is a range of chairs, and in 2 of them are the exact same lich cultists you keep seeing, and they're all sipping out of little tiny teacups.
Oh no, it's the man who visit my bath. I don't like this.
I'm gonna give you a half and half answer here. out of respect. You find Chippy just kind of seated at a tea table, and in 3 other chairs are the items you left for him. He just looks at you all going, I see you've all interrupted my tea time. Come on in, it's cramped.
Num num num.
Oh, thank goodness! And then Red would just like run over to the book and grab it and sit in the chair.
Yeah, I quickly recover my weapon. Just don't ever leave me.
I'll sit on the bed.
Y'all are bastards.
I'll braid Chippy's beard.
Look, we're here, Chippy. We want to talk. I want you to tell us what's going on.
Yeah, I'll talk words. He looks over at Cookham. Oh, I can't stay mad at you. Yeah, sound of the jazz band just kind of just filters out as you all close the door behind Chippy's room.
Perfect timing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I planned that.
He lied.
Reads oregano in Chippy's beard. I love it.
He just looks at you all, just kind of polishing his thunder stick on his lap. Just going, so how much Guild Master ended up telling you?
Absolutely nothing. We took
Jack
our
all.
payment and left.
Then why'd you make such a big deal?
We wanted to get
Because
paid.
we all got 200 gold, Chippy.
Like, seriously, I wanted to get paid. I went through hell. Literal, awful, chicken-filled hell. I wanted to get paid for it.
We forgot to ask him for triple.
Look, I didn't want to press my luck.
Yeah, you're
'cause
right.
That shit was like, look, we're already barely getting through this without a fight. I just want to get paid and go.
Yeah,
Let's do
alright,
that double.
Well, alright, double's fine. You know what, fair. Alright, I guess I was a little bit hasty myself. You know, jumped in at the wrong time when y'all trying to get paid, and here I am with my stinky little, escapades here. Alright. Truce! He takes out his little, like, gnome hand to everyone. Truce? Truce?
Truce, and I shake his tiny gnome hand.
I want a deal.
I'm braiding.
Unless I'm convinced otherwise, y'all don't mess around with that guild no more.
What? Why?
Cause something fishy is afoot.
Sorry, a little advice got out on that. A little advice just came out of me. I don't know where that came from.
I like to think there's a little Edelweiss in all of us.
Oh boy.
Oh, advice, you.
Oh, you handsome rapscallion, you.
That's okay. Sometimes I impersonate my friends too. He looks down. He looks down, kind of sad for a moment before going.
Aw.
Anywho's it's.
You have friends?
Damn.
He kind of cocks his head at you, Edelweiss.
Us. Otherwise.
Oh,
Us.
us. Right. Sorry.
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. But I want y'all to swear. Y'all don't touch that guild.
Fuck!
I see y'all going near that guild. It's over with us. It's over between us. We're just acquaintances that met on a speed dating.
Whoa. Speed dating.
Why?
Exciting.
Cause I don't trust that rat bastard. Yes, I know he's a lizard. Don't correct me.
Okay, granted. I'll give you that there's been some shady shit going on. They send us on a mushroom hunt that pays dick, that leads to us going to the Feywild, and then they mysteriously pay us extra for that.
And we pull each other out of hell for that.
Also that. And then, you know, this whole shenaniganery wherein we go into an ancient ruin where a bunch of hunters mysteriously disappeared, only suddenly Vincent has a teleportal that leads from his basement down there, and
Ain't that fishy? Ain't that fishy indeed?
Wait. Otherwise, you mean this isn't normal? This isn't normal adventuring things.
Okay, look, in all of my books, whenever this shit happens, it's usually because something sinister is afoot. Like, yes, this happens all the time, but usually it's not supposed to. It's because someone sinister is working in the background to manipulate events, using us as pawns in their game of chess.
I think I read this book. It was a good book.
Y'all watch your words before it's used as fuel against you later. Look, ain't it suspicious that it's a monster hunting guild? Y'all came to town to hunt monsters. Maybe not all of you, but at least initially, y'all came to hunt monsters, and then you go one thing after another. You know, you fought like, what? Name Name one thing of the Manticore you like legit fought.
The fire elemental, I guess, but that's not a monster.
The owl, but that wasn't even a hunt. That just happened.
That just happened.
Ezekiel, have we been bamboozled this entire time?
Ezekiel proceeds to start doing math on his fingers. Yes.
Fuck.
You see what I mean. Look, I feel uneasy for y'all. Y'all getting sewed in, wrapped up into shit that you ain't wanted to do. So, I mean, there's a little compromise out here, I guess. Y'all either just don't want any of this and skip town, or not you, but we try to uncover this shit one by one, because even I'm left in the dark and all this. I came a long ways to get here.
But
How?
if you want us to uncover this, wouldn't being inside the Hunters Guild be a good idea?
That's a good point.
Well, Chippy didn't think that one through. So, to answer,
He stops himself. Look, that's not the thing I'm trying to say right now. Yes, one thing is you could infiltrate, be a part of this scheme, and another thing is y'all already ran into 2 wacko conspiracy groups. What's to say that's not a third one?
So you're suggesting that if we do go with Vincent, he's just going to keep sending us into literal hell
Look, let me backtrack here for a moment.
and not give us information?
Y'all didn't think it was suspicious that Earth dudes were trying to get their hands on a fire elemental?
Oh yeah, we
Oh,
thought
yes.
that.
Yeah, we
And
thought
how-
that was very strange. That's why I
and
stole
how you-
fire elemental.
And how you were specifically sent to retrieve that?
Weird. That's why I
And what-
stole it.
And where do you think it was gonna go had you retrieved it? Your job was to return it. Where? To the guild. You didn't get to know which hands it would go under. Heck, Gnome even tried to proposition it for me.
But that's also not our concern. We were being paid to do a job. Well, they were being paid to do a job.
And y'all just gonna keep blindly
Everyone
following?
keeps cutting out for me.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Is that just a you problem?
Maybe.
That's
Hold
one
on
too?
a
That's one
second.
too? Yeah, try restarting. Interior crocodile alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater.
Whoa.
Vocal mashups.
Yeah.
Hello?
Oh, there we go.
Vachups.
Everyone's
Is that better?
Yeah, it's
Alright,
not better.
alright. What was the last thing you heard, Smirk?
The last thing was Danielle saying something about, but how's that our problem? I think.
You guys were just doing a job. Why is it your problem?
Well,
To know where it goes.
Because as long as the gold flows, you will blindly follow anywhere it leads. Even if it's something way out of your hands.
Yeah.
But, by all means,
Chippy,
Yeah.
you're really assuming that every single one of us here is only here for the money and intends to do this job forever, right? That's what you're
you
assuming.
literally just shooed me off for 200 gold.
Yeah. But how else are we gonna live? And I need money to find out answers that I need, okay?
Money can't buy everything, alright? Look at me, I'm wearing bathrobes.
Click, kind
Money
of
could
goes.
buy you better bathrobes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll make you eat those words. Physically.
I will print them.
Print them with my magic printer.
It was a joke.
Look,
Anyway.
I'm concerned for y'all. That's it. And
Why
I feel
Why though?
I feel like I'm on my own lead, okay? I see y'all strolling to town and immediately thrown into some business y'all didn't ask for.
that's a good question, though. Chippy, what is your stake in all of this?
What do you mean?
Chippy, one doesn't just barge into the Monster Hunter Guild Hall and try to drag us all out of there without having some stake in this. What's
Yeah.
your angle? What do you want out of all this? Because nobody wants nothing out of any of this kind of shit. I spent enough time in the Underdark to know that everyone's got an angle, and I want to know yours.
That one. What he said.
I want help.
Chippy, I'm not a therapist.
No. Look, I got enough stuff I could spill my guts over, but now is the time. I used to have 2 other friends with me, and now they're gone. Now Chippy's a rogue agent. I was given something important, and I aim to complete that delivery. Problem? I don't know which direction to go. I don't know this land. I'm new here. I'm a tourist.
Chippy, what the fuck are you?
I'm a gnome.
I just stare at him.
Make me an insight check.
Do 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 do. I hate everything.
Nice nat one.
I hate everything.
You begin to question Chippy's entire being, that perhaps there could just be some higher ulterior motive to him, but at the moment he just seems just like some kind of wizened crackpot to you at the moment. Dude's not even a real wizard, and he wears 2 hats.
I trust him, he's a no. I'm racist.
That's fair.
That's not.
Add non-race trader to your profile.
Okay, I actually will.
Chippy.
Chippy, yeah, go on.
Chippy, if we're going to suddenly distrust Vincent, I can't reasonably do that if you're not going to be forthcoming with everything. Because, frankly, if you're going to do the same thing Vincent's been doing, I might as well stick with Vincent and get paid.
Okay, alright, jeez, alright. You don't gotta say it like that. It's so harsh. Ouch. Oof.
Ouch.
Apparently I do.
What do y'all want to know?
Are you serious? Are you really serious right now? Where you're trying to convince us to quit our jobs, and you're just like, what do you want to know? Instead of just giving us something? I don't know. How about going into the underground and finding out that there's, oh, that's actually a great thing. I could actually bring in my little friends and tell them the information that they need to know. And I see that more than likely you already know about the, what was his name? Not Carl.
Oh yeah, King Carl.
No, not Carl. Yes, Carl, but what was he actually called?
Oh, right. He has an actual name.
Not his real name, but what everyone else calls him.
King Cruel? No.
Not
I'm
King
stupid.
Carl. What
I'm
when?
stupid.
Who are we
Oh,
talking about here?
Weeping
Ribbon
King.
Boy?
The Weeping
There you
King.
go.
The Weeping King. There you go.
That guy.
Yeah.
I wrote it down. Yay!
Yeah! The one time notes paid out for us.
Well, actually, notes have paid out a lot of times. I was talking about.
DM's talking now. It's over.
Wow.
Chippy just goes, oh, okay, alright. Look. Y'all already know I ain't from this whole shenanigan deal. Y'all ain't. This is surprisingly a lot harder to talk about than I would. Ezekiel, back me up here.
What am I backing you up on?
Never mind. I feel a lot of pressure coming onto me right now.
You put the pressure on yourself, Chippy.
I guess I am.
Okay,
I'm not,
fine. We'll start with it. We'll start with an easy one. Why were we sent down there to wake up the Weeping King? Because I'm sure that's the reason we were down there.
I think y'all just kind of did that on your own, actually. You were sent there for something else and found something completely unscrupulous.
Oh.
I could believe that, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I guess that was my fault, huh?
I
don't know. I was getting
Charisse.
the impression that all of this was, arranged or something. That's
Look,
how the great conspiracies work, right?
Look, all I really found out on my end is that y'all got sent into some Black Ward ruins, and next thing you know, y'all don't pop up for like another week.
It's really been that long?
Yes.
Oh, wow. That's just now sinking in. By the way, so you know who the Black Wardens are, huh?
Oh boy.
Oh, it's cool. I've met them. We're friends. Apparently, they're besties with Charisse.
I can call
Okay.
them if you want.
Alright. Look,
And can we all call them?
I know about the Black Wardens. Vincent doesn't.
He
For
doesn't.
the out of character context, the Black Wardens are the Lich guys.
Yeah, the
Little
Yeah.
undead dudes.
The every time we mention the Lich King's tower.
Yeah.
Little
Okay.
purple guard dudes.
Yep. Those guys.
The guys who disguised themselves as furniture once.
Once?
Yes.
They're the best.
You mean you're telling
More
me that
than
they're
once,
not this
multiple
table?
times.
Shh. Dan's talking now. Look, okay, how much? Look,
Jasmine!
we need to trade information here, okay? Because I don't know what y'all went through when you were down there. How much of the Black Ones did you discover?
We found out their origins, their purpose, watched them all get slaughtered by a bunch of weird dudes.
What do you mean watched?
Oh, we entered the Weeping King's soul and saw a bunch of his memories and fought an eldritch being inside of that. By
That
the way-
sounds like some crazy side episode.
Yeah, it was. Sorry we didn't bring that up sooner.
I didn't see any of this,
Like,
by the way.
Yeah,
no
it was.
one did.
You were gone for that.
Yeah, that was
So,
the one.
so was Manda.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
I'm saying that in lore, I was like,
Okay, I get you.
Yeah. We didn't bring it up until now because it just didn't seem convenient with everything that was happening.
Your friends
Also,
always keep secrets from each other. Click them.
Oh.
No, that's just me.
it's just
I'm the
her.
only one that keeps secrets.
It's just
They
her.
sound like
Also,
the
I was
type.
still processing it at the time. It was kind of a weird experience.
So wait, hold on. You saw what happened.
Yeah, watched them all die.
Then
Mhm.
okay, what happened to oh shoot, what was his name? Come on. What happened to the big armor dude?
Dead?
No, he wouldn't have worn armor back then. Oh goodness. Ah! Okay. Look. Was there anyone that kind of resembled the leader?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Was
what
it
happened?
Osric? Or was it Murdoch?
What? Okay.
Osric. Osric.
What are those names that's familiar to me? Chippy
Pretty-
seems like he's really struggling right now.
It sounds like he's struggling right now.
They were nice enough to tell us that, you know, back in the olden times, dragons and giants ruled over all the mortal races, invented magic, and
Oh,
were
don't just-
terrible fucking assholes.
Don't start talking to me about giants, buddy. All right, look. What? Okay, tell me what happened to each. Maybe I can kind of put two and two together.
Oh, I don't remember the specifics. I just remember that these weird nightly monstrosities showed up and started killing everyone in mass.
Murdoch disappeared, and we literally physically met Osric, or the Weeping King, or King Carl, as all of you so fondly call
Did
him.
he play any pranks on you?
No, he wasn't
Okay.
all there.
Then the other one. Oh goodness, this just got harder. Okay, fuck. The other one disappeared. Okay, I'm gonna go with that one for now. Look, I need to find.
The handsome zombie man, who's obviously evil.
I guess. Hey, look, I need to find him.
Was I in this session? I feel like
No,
I
you were
wasn't.
not.
You were not.
It was literally just Smirk and Danny.
Okay. I'm like, wait.
This was that was me revealing lore while also stalling the game.
Oh, okay. Click's just gonna continue braiding then. He doesn't know what's going on.
That one. I need to find that one.
We don't know where he is.
I don't know where he is either.
Should
If
we
we-
take him to Osric then, or King Carl then?
That'd be interesting. Maybe he'd... You know what was weird? He kept thinking people were sick. Every time he'd see someone who was wounded, it's like, you're sick. I fixed sick? Something like that. And then he'd cure you.
I don't like the sound of that one.
Neither do I. It was really weird. But
Alright,
he had a good
alright.
heart.
Look, alright. Many moons ago, I ran into one of the Black Woods. He offered me and one of my other pals kind of just to hold on to something for him, and it would pay off later. Well, I'm still holding on to that thing, and well, frankly, I feel a little bit stomach sick from all this.
I'm sorry a bunch of your friends are dead.
I wouldn't say dead. Well, I mean, Roderick's kind of petrified. That's the interesting part. Okay, look, I knew. Wait, did Roderick talk about me at all?
No.
No,
Bastard
not
Roderick?
Bastard.
Bastard. Okay, well, okay.
Literally, all he ever did was talk about how cool he was, and he kept sharpening his swords.
Yeah, that sounds like Roderick. Look, here's my theory. Roderick was the only one of us who didn't take the gift, and Roderick's currently petrified. So, put two and two together.
And he was petrified by an intelligent Manticore who seemed to know who Roderick was. That's...
Do I remember this gift out of character, Wayward?
Out of character?
Yes.
You should. It's been a long time coming, when.
Oh, wow.
Do you want to give me some? Do you want to give me some reminders? Because I'm stupid. Because I'm big stupid.
Back in the Zack campaign.
Oh, you're just telling me overtly. I thought you were gonna DM message me.
Hell
Shit.
no.
Go on.
Back in the Zack campaign with Chippy, Nimbus, and Roderick, you and Amanda met the Lich in that one stone temple.
Oh, it's the Lich. The gift is the Lich. Right?
That's
Yeah.
the sound Amanda's making.
Oh my gosh, Amanda.
Amanda, please don't
Deep
die.
breath. Please
Amanda
don't
becomes
die.
a helicopter and takes off.
You took his gift, and that was that, because that campaign did not survive much long after that.
Nope. Okay, I figured it was the Lich, but I wanted to double check if it was something else I forgot. Go on.
So Chippy goes on saying, "Look, I have a piece of that dude that I need to return. I made a promise to him. Frankly, I want this thing off me."
You have a piece of him?
I mean, like, how did he do it again? Chippy just kind of like snaps his fingers into a thumbs up, and you see just this very small black flame at the tip of his thumb.
Ooh.
Yeah. Cook's gonna try to touch it.
No, you don't want this.
Oh, okay.
This is my crystal bear.
Oh, okay.
Look, shortly after I got roped into all this, a bunch of stuff happened back in my own world. Look, if y'all will trust me from this point onward, can I show rather than tell?
Sure.
Fuck it, sure.
Scout's order.
Yeah. Calls everyone over. Everyone hold hands with me. I'm serious.
Oh.
Can you dissipate the fire you just made?
Oh, right. He kind of waves off his hand. I hope that didn't have any repercussions. Alright, cool.
Chippy's hands clean.
Debatable. He's sweaty.
Oh, I'm gonna wipe it real quick and then I'll hold
Yeah, I'm
it.
pretty sweaty.
I'm sure this is a lot to take in, so if y'all need me to slow down, just let me know now.
Noted.
Okay.
Big fear. Okay.
Big fear.
One quick second.
Going on
excuse
an adventure, so very far away, never to return.
Never to return.
Bye.
Never
Wacky,
to
wacky
Never.
waywards. Put you on another planar trip, and y'all won't be back for another week. Haha, joke's on you.
Yolks on yes.
I gave you a false lead with the festival poster, am I right?
I
Ah,
saw.
I guess so.
Alright. Chippy just kind of takes all of your hands in, and he just looks at you all going, "Alright, I want everyone to close your eyes. I'm gonna think of a place in my past, place long ago. Everyone does close their eyes, right?
yes.
I'm gonna
Sure.
think for a little bit, but I'll close my eyes.
I'm not gonna place tokens in this next map because it's generally like not worth it. But
That's the biggest DM mood.
I'm gonna map transition here in a second.
Oh.
So you all just kind of close your eyes, clicking peeks a little bit before closing his eyes again. You feel just kind of you physically feel like a sort of poof, like your being just dissipated for one moment and then reappeared in another. You open your eyes to just this sort of
Hello.
You open your eyes and it seems you are in the middle of a town plaza, but to your dismay, it seems just everything is frozen in place. You see people that look still full of life that just are just frozen in place. Birds flying in the sky, frozen in place. Everything has this sort of weird sepia filter to it. As far as the eye can stretch, you try to stare into the sky, and it's just a glowing whiteness as far as you can see.
Way to be meta. Okay. Now what?
Well,
So we're just seeing it, or are we like floating, or are we in the
you're
town?
physically there.
Okay.
Where you move, no one else is.
Okay.
Almost as if everything has frozen in place, and Chippy just kind of clears his throat. So this is Chippy's home, where Chippy was once from.
A place like frozen in time?
Well, wasn't always like this.
Well, generally places that are frozen in time generally weren't always that way, I would assume.
Chippy, are you
So-
implying that it currently is frozen in time?
I mean, you see everything around you, don't you? And it kind of a wonder how he flicks his thumb again. Chippy's the only one still moving.
I mean, I just assumed that we were looking at some kind of representation of a memory, not like,
No,
it's literally
no, you're here. Go on, touch things. You can touch things.
I poke the face of the nearest person I can find.
It's stiff, almost unnatural.
Oh, that's weird.
It's like touching glass.
I don't want to touch. I don't want to touch.
Wait, so this is a real place? Like,
Yes.
is this in our plane, or is it somewhere else?
Y'all ever heard of a town called West Namshelly?
While he's talking, by the way, I'm going to walk up to someone frozen. I'm going to take out Lucinda. I'm going to gently cut off a lock of hair off someone. Actually, no. I'm going to do it with another knife. But go on.
To your dismay, your knife kind of just meets and just almost just immediately just retracts off.
Whoa.
Ah, okay.
See, what was the last note I was on? Yeah, Chippy asked if any of y'all have heard of a town called West Namshelly. Group history check.
I was going to say history check.
Oh boy, we're talking about Namshelly.
His.
Smirk remembers.
Oh, hi. Hi.
You know, however, this is still the name of this group of channels.
Yeah. And? You all recognize the name West Namshelly very distinctly. It's a sort of a crossroads sort of town, more towards the, I'd say more towards the middle part of Saladern. It's a community where people come and go. Notably, there was once an East Namshelly. People always talk about it. Nobody knows what happened to it.
Oh dear. Chippy,
So-
what? Go on. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Chippy, what happened here?
Well, I'm trying to find answers myself. One day, You accept the proposition from the lich, next thing you know, everything's frozen and you got nowhere else to go.
Oh.
What's the point of freezing an entire town?
Not just a town. No, trust me. I tried. I tried walking. I tried being anywhere else.
Wait. Chippy, does that mean you're not real?
I'm real! How do you think I brought you here? This ain't just some hallucination you're having in the back of someone's carriage.
That's not what I mean. I mean, like, is your body here?
Kinda pats himself. Yeah, guess so.
Okay, I guess I should be more direct. Your physical body that we were talking to in the inn, was that your actual physical body, or was it your spirit that you astrally project from this place?
You're giving me a lot of, like, existential crisis right now.
Oh, okay. He doesn't know. Got it. All right.
The way you're implying it implies that this freezing follows you, yes?
I mean, I wouldn't say follow, more like, I'm trying to find out how this happened, how I can undo it, do something. I miss my friends.
So your friends are here? In this frozen town?
Well, interestingly enough,
Roderick
one
isn't.
wasn't.
Roderick wasn't.
No, not Roderick. He's still here. And there's another Roderick in your world.
Okay, now this is getting confusing. Is this town, this frozen town, actually in our world, or is this on another plane of existence?
No, this still exists in your world. Think like, if you copied a book, and you have two different copies of a book. Maybe the story goes a little bit differently, but the setting is still the same.
So it's like an alternate timeline.
I guess you could call it that. I don't know words.
Neat. So, in our world, shit happened to West Nam Shelley, but
Not this.
not this. In your world,
No. Here's the thing. The ever consistent is that something happened to East Nam Shelley, but West Nam Shelley still is fine. Of course, I mean, I'm not the greatest example right here and now.
No one is.
I've noticed with everywhere I've been, there's been one connection. Well, like, one main connection anyways. There's no East Nam Shelley. Nobody knows what happened to it. Why is that such a factor? You ask
Clearly there's
people.
Clearly there's something here, more than likely under it, or something, but then again, that may be going too far into the many stories that I've heard. What? What did I say?
I ain't say nothing.
Well, then I'm never saying anything either!
I'm kind of trying to drink all this in, while also wondering if I can pry open their mouths and make them drink stuff.
Look, something about veiled reality being too strong for you to coherently think. Something you've seen the edge and now you can't look back. Turn around, U-turn. Look, how about I just bring y'all back? Y'all seen enough.
Fair enough. Wait a minute. Before you do that,
Go on.
is there a source of water? I want to steal some of the time frozen water.
You can try.
It's a rock. It would be a rock.
Damn it.
Nothing
Ice.
moves. Nothing. Believe me, I tried putting stuff on people. I tried moving around limbs. I can't even properly bludgeon myself in this place.
Oh, never mind then.
I tried
Yeah.
smacking my face.
You kind of just hit your head. You recoil back, but there's no pain. Yeah, been there, done that.
You can't hurt yourself here?
Nope.
But we can move around, or are we frozen?
Time to beat my dick sense.
No. No.
You're gonna
Everyone-
end up leaving, and then time's gonna go forward, and you're just gonna get a whole bunch of pain all at once.
Oh yeah.
Everyone's still able to move. Everyone in this party is still able to move just fine. You're able
Is
to
it only
walk,
because...
you're able to interact.
So we're separated from Shippy as well, right, at this point? Are we still
yes.
holding his hand?
Yeah, he's ready to hold hands whenever you are already.
Oh, okay. I have to come back here later.
You ain't coming back here without me.
That's fine.
You better be my friend.
I don't even know why you want to be friends with me. I literally threatened to kill you.
Yeah, well, you're my like
threw
best
you
bet
into-
right now.
I threw you into a literal ravine.
And does that mean we cannot reconcile? Frankly, I could have just left you all here.
Sometimes it be like that.
Fair, but I just feel like I need to point that out. Like, I did do that.
Yeah. And here I am, trying to make things better between us.
It be like that.
Just because y'all threw me in a chasm doesn't mean you have to keep hating my guts.
We never hated you, Chippy.
Yeah, if you didn't hate me, you wouldn't throw me in a chasm. Come on, let's go.
We
We
knew
can't-
you wouldn't die.
Did you? What would
Yes!
you have done if I did die?
Didn't we throw like
That
an
would be
apple in?
extremely awkward.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Really awkward.
Yes.
I had a moment where I was like, oh shit, did this kill Chippy? Fuck.
And be bitter about that at all. Be bitter at otherwise.
Okay, we can go now, I guess.
Let's go now.
Yeah.
Come on, hold hands, everyone, let's go. I'm about to VoIP us back out of here. He put us once again. Y'all feel that same feeling of just and back into the tavern we go. Chippy just kind of looks at you all going, so I like to call that like a world walk. I don't got a better name for it yet. I think of somewhere I've been before, a vivid memory, and I'm just able to like kind of poof there. The thing is, the only reason I got out of that mess is because I was like, please, please put me anywhere else, literally anywhere else other than here.
To
So
who?
is everyone else outside of the town like that? Or is it just the town?
Looks like it. I mean, I tried
Nice.
walking.
It looks like it's just the town? Or the whole world?
Eh, I mean, I can't walk that far. I got stubby little gnome legs.
Did you try
For all
world
we
walking
know.
to a place that you've been before outside of the town?
Oh yeah, I tried walking plenty of places. I walked I walked general areas. I walked back towards somewhere else I used to be. It was a long walk, but I didn't feel tired. It was strange.
Some
I tried
kind-
multiple places. Everywhere was like that.
Okay.
So that time, that universe is frozen.
Guess so.
Huh, neat.
Way to be
Neat.
meta.
It's so meta. It's so
I
cool.
get it.
Jokes aside, something more serious is afoot here.
Are you suspecting that someone's trying to do the same thing that happened to your world to here?
I mean, you'd be pretty suspicious if you saw it happen twice.
You've seen it happen twice?
Yeah, I was in Frostvale for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Where?
Don't worry about it.
It's okay. I will.
Alright, so, to recap, you're from another timeline that is frozen in time for who knows what reasons. Maybe it's an evil plot, maybe the gods of it just, weren't appreciative enough of those in that world. Who knows? But, that's a thing that we're dealing with now.
Look, I tried running away initially, trying to live a normal life. I decided, well, this is way out of the broad scope of Chippy right now, so I'm gonna just kind of start up a little shop somewhere. Started up a little shop somewhere. That didn't last long. Same thing happened to that world. So now I'm here. I just keep hopping places until I find somewhere I can finally, rest in peace.
So, this keeps happening to timelines. And that little speck of black flame belongs to one of the leaders of the Obsidian Order. I forgot the name already.
Black Wardens.
Black Wardens, thank you.
Now, my first thought was, I gotta get this thing the hell off me. My second thought is, I want to know where this is going. Because this seems almost kind of planned. Like, maybe he kind of gave me this for a reason. Like, he knew shit was gonna go down.
Starting to seem that way.
Maybe.
Side note, Chippy, have you ever heard of the Knights Radiant? Because they're on their way here.
Yeah. Kind of just looks at you all going, "You're like cops, aren't you?"
Are we really? I'm. My patience is gone at this point.
Look, I asked this because Knights Radiant is Paladin Order. Like, they ain't got nothing to do with this business, I hope.
It just seems odd that Vincent gets some kind of coded message in his basement saying Knights Radiant imminent.
Inbound.
Inbound, sorry.
Yeah, that does seem kind of strange. Look, I mean, people are traveling from all sorts of places to come to Grey Banner at this very moment. I mean, y'all know what's happening next month, right?
What?
The party, the poster you sent us. The
Oh
poster we saw.
yeah.
Well, we know, but do
No, I'm
they
saying
know?
I'm saying maybe we saw a poster in World, and I would like to roll
Oh.
memory, history, question mark, perception, wayward. Stop me.
Save me.
Give me investigation roll.
There we go. That's a good one. I don't remember shit.
Last you remember, still kind of taking in that this has been a solid week that you've apparently been gone. You all kind of rushed straight towards Chippy, cutting all the bullshit out, just aiming straight for him. So you're not quite too sure what he's talking about.
Concerning.
He just kind of goes, "Oh, okay, yeah, right. Y'all been gone for a week. Look, okay, so every 4 years there's kind of this little sports get together per se. Is it called sports? It's blood sports, shooting sports, beauty contest. Anyways, look, every 4 years people kind of pick a location off a dartboard and decide to convene there. This year it's Grey Banner, and this festival's happening in like 2 days from now.
Oh, that's why the inn's so crowded.
Oh.
So people have been like training like years for this festival. Hey, y'all should take part. It's pretty fun.
Right.
I bet we could kick the shit out of all these nerds.
People kind of use it as an opportunity for fame, fortune.
Why are you putting so much emphasis on those words?
Why do you want us to get involved with this, Chippy?
I'm not saying get involved. I'm just saying y'all need a breather. I mean, look at you. You're ragged, bloody, pulp. Yeah,
And
especially
then
charades.
you want us... Shut your mouth, otherwise. Whose fault is this? I'm the one bloodied and you're the one with spell slots.
Oh, I'm sorry, Charisse. You were the one who telepathically commanded me not to say anything about my spell slot, so I just thought
I
I'd
don't
shut
want
the-
your dumb healing anyway.
Look, okay,
Fine,
look.
bleed all over Chippy's carpet, why don't you?
This ain't my carpet. Joke's on you.
Yeah, well.
I don't understand why us competing in a sports game would be oh wait, I guess active people do that. I have things to do.
Okay, look. Let me put it this way. Y'all want to find out more stuff from the guild by working for them. Why not take a breather from all this, relax, make some connections, maybe find out some more from other people coming into town. Maybe some people you know, maybe some people you don't know, some people you're interested in, some people you're not interested in, but you know, you think they're kind of hot, so you want to strike up something, and then you get rejected the next day when you take them out for a seafood dinner and you bring some roses, they don't show up. I'm rambling here. Look,
This sounds like Edelweiss's failed dates.
oh, she singed you good.
How dare you?
I've never been on a date.
And there's Wannon with the elbow drop.
Elbow drop. He says, he goes on saying, look, it's an opportunity and also a break from things. Y'all look like you need one. I mean, you don't gotta listen to me. by all means, y'all could just keep running after this rabbit trail. But maybe when you go through this whole, like, next 2 weeks, just consider, do you want to keep searching this trail, or do you want to be just regular old folk?
I don't think there's anything regular about us.
I want to
Should
give...
we-
Yeah, go
should
on.
we- I'm a warlock.
Do you know she was a warlock?
Yes.
No, I had no idea. Honestly, I'm hurt that Charisse would hide this from us this entire time. I thought she was just using Firebolt this entire time. I had no idea it was an Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast. I don't want his face.
Question, please.
How many teeth do you knock out of Edelweiss?
Just for fun? Yes. How many?
Yeah.
Yes.
How many just for fun?
You knock out 2 shark teeth.
Do I have to? Fuck it. I'm gonna fucking roll.
Roll
Just
2d4.
Yeah, 2D100.
No, I'm gonna do normal Eldritch.
I really hope you don't knock
Did
out.
I- Walls.
2 teeth.
Just 2.
Goodness.
I didn't really, but that's just funny.
I
Moving
know.
on.
Well, why is this thing?
It's okay. Teeth grow back.
No, they don't.
He's a drow. They grow back.
You can magic some teeth back into his head.
Huh?
Yeah, you're right, but you shouldn't say it.
Ask Clickham.
Hey, Clickham, you're a dentist, right?
Wow.
Amanda, I want you to decide this. Do gnomes have, like, shark teeth physiology where they just keep growing back?
Yeah.
Okay, decided.
I'm so happy.
Anyway, moving on.
Where were we?
Everyone was being sarcastic about not knowing that I was warlock.
Anyways, look, I'm just... Y'all get a choice. Chippy didn't have a choice. I guess I'm just trying to give that to you.
Sorry, I didn't get a choice either, so I guess we share that in common.
Are all warlocks like this?
No.
As far as I know.
Are they? I mean,
Uh,
stories of warlocks are not what I'm saying that in character, but
Every story of every warlock I've ever read is a tale of someone's unquenchable thirst for knowledge, their lust for magical power, and the shit they get up to because of it.
Huh, 3 out of 3.
And also, like, look, I'm basically just waiting out the days until a drow hit squad comes and takes my balls in the night. I might as well do something interesting while I wait.
I know that feeling.
No, you know what? I don't want to know. I don't want the answer to that question.
You really don't.
I guess the real question here is, since Edelweiss and I have our opinions on the matter, do Ezekiel and Clickham want to live normal people lives?
I'm cool with not being normal forever.
I lost that chance a while ago.
Oof.
Damn.
Ooh, this is just, Ezekiel just dropping all the lore bombs today.
Ezekiel, do you need a hug? Because I'm pretty sure Clickham will give you one if you ask.
Like,
I'm pretty sure
he's
Clickham-
already on his way.
I'm pretty sure Clickham will give me one if I don't ask even.
Yeah, yeah.
Here he comes. Here he comes.
And there it is.
Choo, it's hug time.
Landon, can you roll a d4 for me?
Oh no. Ooh, nice.
Heal 4
Critical.
points of emotional damage.
Oh,
You're currently at negative 100 to negative 96.
oh, okay.
I'm actually counting down on my hit points. Fuck you.
That's fair.
But anyway, as, Red's, lightly waving off the, thing that's happening next to her. It's like, well, sure, we'll take your 2 weeks to rest and recuperate, and then we'll come back to you with our inevitable answer
Alright.
of... Go ahead.
Oh, no, go on. I was just saying alright. Chippy speaks too
So-
quickly.
But since clearly we all agree, but we'll see if anything changes within 2 weeks.
Alright. Y'all come back to me. Not that Guildmaster bro.
Why would I go back to him? I've already been paid.
That's
Good
true.
man. Good man. Alright. I realize I dropped a lot on you, y'all, lately. And frankly, we're not at quite the best of friendships right now, especially after all this shit I'm talking about and all this shit I'm throwing at you. But, you know, maybe after all this we could be friends.
Probably.
Yeah,
hope so.
50-50.
Yeah, 50-50. Yeah, same for you, buddy. I wasn't hurt. Better friends with your sword than you.
First of all, ouch. Second of all, you keep that attitude up, we'll be friends in no time.
Good man. Good man. It's just like Roderick. You're like Roderick 2.0 in a way. I mean, if Roderick had purple skin, a better looking face, took better care of his hair, didn't carry 3 swords on this one person at a time.
Don't we
Yes,
all
I'm
wish you would do that?
You're like a dexterity based Roderick.
Thanks, Roderick.
Damn, I kind of am. Ugh. Feels
Dexter.
dirty.
Smirk, roll a d4 for me.
Roll a D, Roderick.
That is 2 points of emotional damage.
Wow.
I
Should we
have
just
many
kinda-
regrets.
Chibi just kind of sets his thunder stick off to the side and goes, "Oh, y'all don't got any more questions for me? Y'all can scram moves, I guess."
Well then, have a good night, Chibi, and try not to get murdered unceremoniously. I'd really hate for all that information to just disappear into the ether.
Buddy, I couldn't get murdered even if I tried.
Why do I get the stinking suspicion that you've tried to get murdered?
The mayonnaise is always sweeter on the other side.
Correct.
I just like to imagine the entire time Clickum's just hugging.
He's like,
I think
he's
just
latched.
standing there.
He's latched on at this point.
You hug for life, bro.
It reminds me
Hug
of
for
that
life.
child from that one episode of Futurama where Bender became God.
Oh God.
Look, Mommy, I'm hugging God! Maybe if I hug him real tight, he'll save us all from atomic annihilation!
Nah.
Alright. If Chippy is done for tonight, and I've been speaking in Chippy voice for like an hour now, I'm gonna call for a quick 10-minute break for everyone to kind of stew on. I apologize, my ramblings have gotten more inane as the night went on, but stick with us, folks. We'll be back to sanity in no time.
Choo choo.
If I didn't already lose people for this campaign, you know, I sure as hell did tonight. Yeah. Okay, be right back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my tea. Is everyone dead?
Hello.
Hello!
Hello.
Hello! Love is stored in the cat.
Love is stored in the cat.
Wow.
That's why they shake so much.
They have to absorb all the love.
Full of bees.
That too.
Wayward, your plot is fun.
Ah!
Over
You're not supposed to call
yourself.
me out like this.
I'm gonna call you out 'cause I'm your girlfriend and I don't give a shit.
Do you? Or do you give the biggest shit?
Stop! Wow!
I'm also going to call you out.
Oh my
Fine,
God.
Wayward.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Take the DM screen away from me, quick.
Dab, 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 dab.
Big dabs.
Everybody simultaneously dab on all of Wayward's doubts.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, dab
No.
on him.
Dab on that shit. Dab on it hard.
I'm Wiz
Stop.
Khalifa.
I'm gonna give you credit, Wayward. This is some good fourth wall breaking.
Don't you love it? Love it? I'm so excited. Oh,
I didn't
get over yourself.
I didn't expect you to
Really?
incorporate a campaign dying as a plot element.
Yeah, there you go.
You really think it's alright? I thought it was too much.
Wow,
You're
actually I
fine.
hate it and everything I said.
I'm just
I
asking! I'm just asking!
did. Guess I'll take it back.
You, Wayward? That was bullshit.
See, I told you. I told you. I told you.
Yeah. Yeah, choke on all this positivity, motherfucker.
Yeah, you should have died, but don't.
Eat it, nerd, and get back to the locker where we're gonna hug you and share.
Where we hug? That sounds like a naughty locker.
Oh
Yeah,
my
no,
gosh,
no.
Amanda, eat shit and die? What the fuck?
Sorry. Sorry.
I'd like to thank
Recorded.
y'all. I'd like to thank y'all for sticking with the ride thus far.
Who? Thank who?
All of you. And the girl
Oh,
watching
thank
this.
you for a fantastic game.
Oh, Wayward. Look at you.
No, I'm gonna take the time for this. I appreciated all those kind words just now, and especially the current, seats on my little roller coaster.
Wayward wants to die.
I would
No.
hope so, because I'm the most magnificent person you've ever met.
Absolutely.
Second is, I am like the best human being ever. God, I am fabulous.
I suck.
No.
No,
Part
no.
of this experience.
Everyone in this call is a fabulous human being.
No,
I will
but
fight you on it.
I really do appreciate it, and
Especially.
that's why I wanna work really hard for this group.
Now fucking fight me, Graham. Bring it on.
Oh, shit, we fighting? We fighting?
I
know
don't want
we're
to
the
fight
best human.
Danielle. Like,
Don't smirk. You don't earn points for being like that.
all right, fine, Danielle. Let's slap hands. Come on, bring it on, motherfucker. I will punt your 4'0" ass into the stratosphere. Bring it the fuck on.
Oh, there she goes.
He's like me.
There you go, Smirk and Danielle. Have a really angry moth. She's upset.
Vibrates. Oh wow, he is angry.
Ooh, hello, friend.
Who the fuck said you could touch me?
Dude, he makes noises. That's fucking crazy. I love it.
Squeaky,
Oh
squeaky,
my
squeaky,
goodness. It makes noise. Oh my goodness.
I want to hold it. It's got a face on it. It's got a skull.
Are they okay when they're like this big, Manda?
Oh, of course.
Okay, because the last big moth I showed you, you can like.
They still terrify me, but I love them. Spiders are more my jam. I will touch a spider.
Moths are like the one flying insect I tolerate.
I like how you two have the exact opposite opinions.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is the dynamic. It's like puzzle pieces.
This is why I make fun of her.
Whereas
She only
she
says nice
will,
things.
she will be merciful to the spiders, while I'm currently working on the genocide ending.
Yeah.
Spider side. Wasn't that the name of like an alternate universe Spider-Man villain? Spider side.
What was?
Spider side. Yeah, Spider side. It was
That's
it was an alternate universe Spider-Man where he was a villain.
What? I'm
Ooh.
looking this up. Spider side.
Actually, no, it wasn't
Ooh,
alternate universe. He was same universe, but he was like a clone.
so buff.
Neat.
I think he
I like.
also ended up being alternate universe because everything in Marvel has an alternate universe version.
He looks kind of goofy. I like my nerdy boy better. Very attractive.
Alright.
off-made noise.
Yeah.
Do I got everyone back?
I think everyone called you out. Yes.
No,
Yeah.
I'm just making sure. Alright, everyone's set and ready.
Bitch!
Technically, I'm eating.
It's okay, me too.
But can you roleplay?
Make noises with me.
Yes.
Whoa. Political clamming. Is that
Political
what I
whammy.
heard? Oh,
Political whammy.
I guess that was whammy, not clammy.
I would rather it be clammy.
Political clam chowder.
Yes.
And I
Alright.
Clam chowder.
We all good to continue?
No.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll wait another 5 minutes.
No, do it anyway.
Okay, fine.
Why did you listen to me?
Alright, ready, check.
Check.
Not.
Alright, I'll accept guttural scream as an answer, and let's go. You all, fuck you. You all leave, Chippy's little room post-haste after taking in what was just a barrage of information from him. That same band playing that same song is just heard off in the distance from down below. Where's everyone going to be making their way to?
On the one hand, I want to go downstairs and potentially, schmooze with the awesome band, or possibly poke at the night dude who was trying to eat soup and see if he knows anything about the Knight's Radiant, if he can tell me about anything. Actually, yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to go schmooze with him.
Alright, let me see here. Just one quick second. I gotta reply to a message that was sent to me.
Whoa, this song? Damn.
Alright, so you going straight for night, dude?
Yeah.
Alright, what about everyone else?
I'm
I
gonna
need
go
to
back to
go,
the band. Actually, no. I'm gonna go order food, and then I'm gonna go back to the band.
Alright.
Do we have a menu for this place?
Well, yes, you indeedly do. I have a handout for it. Let's see here.
Tavern food and drink. There we go.
Tavern food and drinks, there you go. Danny, you going straight for your little meeting spot?
I gotta let the dudes know the stuff and things.
Alright. Amanda, what about you?
I kinda wanna socialize, but I also kinda wanna bond with Chip.
Is it horrible if I order lamb?
Yeah, I know. Assert your dominance.
Because
It's like eating monkey. It's not quite the same.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Like,
Cannibalism, but it is weird.
It is
It's-
weird.
Yeah.
Some people look at you funny, but they don't.
Especially when you do it at the zoo.
now
Yeah.
that one, that's where it's weird.
Yeah.
If you wanted the bond, you could follow where Red's going.
Bar? Wait, isn't she on a super secret business?
That's the fun part.
Is it? Oh, Mom's on a secret business meeting? I'll
Red.
follow. I'm gonna quietly.
Said click, I'm
follow.
going downstairs.
Wait, where? I didn't see.
To the right. To the
Okay.
right.
Okay, hold on. I'm zoomed in a lot. Can I not mean to sneak, but be sneaky?
I ordered
Yeah.
that.
Eh?
Alright. Are you just
Big
gonna be like
boy.
listening from outside?
I'm going to try to sneak
I'm gonna
over
wander back over to my
inside.
spot
Okay.
with my food.
Amanda, I want stealth roll from you. Danny, I want a perception check.
Okay, pray. Jesus, please bless my roll. Thank you, amen. Now. Okay.
Okay, come on,
Jesus
give
does
Danielle
not
a
want me
nat
to
one.
lie.
Give Danielle a net.
Almost matching her footsteps, you kind of just follow her trail as you watch as she. Imagine Red walking normally and then Click's doing this really exaggerated, like, sneaking walk. Like one leg high up, other leg high up.
Everyone else knows except for Red.
Somewhere, Edelweiss is just
Like,
thinking,
if you
I'm proud of I'm proud of Clickham for something right now.
if you looked directly at him, Clickham would be the most inconspicuous little thing, but it doesn't cross her mind to check behind you as you.
Oh shit!
Yes.
When did they add this?
Oh yeah, I noticed
What's that?
What is that?
Mouse over the roll
What?
button. They've upgraded it.
Oh shit.
Fudge.
Yes, they
What
did.
is fudge?
What's fudge?
That's
Right.
fudge style dice.
Oh. Huh.
Oh, I don't understand.
They're you
Rolling a DF.
Oh, it shows you your last 10 rolls too if you go under dance.
you roll
Oh.
you have they have pluses, minuses, and blanks, and you got to roll for successes, which are the pluses.
Oh.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Cool.
And then the minuses are bads.
I see.
They use
Huh, neat.
there is just the fudge system, which is freeform,
Fudge.
universal, do-it-yourself game engine.
I like that. That's really cool.
Okay,
Makes
alright.
it a lot faster to roll real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Here-
yeah.
Here's the order I'm gonna go in, and feel free to switch spots if you guys want to. I'm gonna go Smirk, Wanning, because I feel like those two will be the more of the quicker ones, and then Danny and Clickham.
Hey.
Is that cool, or do people want to trade?
No, it's cool.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm patient. I can wait.
Alright. Good, y'all good? Alright, break. Smirk. So, otherwise, you're just intentionally sitting next to this man, looking to strike up conversation, yep?
Yeah.
Alright. You note that, the entire time that you've been gone, this man has still been kind of staring down at his soup and just a little bit of contempt. He doesn't seem to notice you're there. Do you call out at him at all?
I sit down next to him, look at him, look at the bowl of soup, and go, "Still at it, huh, friend?"
He looks a little bit surprised at first before staring over at you. This big. He's not like. How tall are you?
Edelweiss is about 5'7".
5'7". Okay, he's like a solid, at least a foot over you, if not more. He looks over at you and goes, "It seems you've caught me in my little conundrum, friend. Are you a local?
Am I what?
Are you a local?
Oh, local. Well, sort of. I moved here. How long has it been since I arrived here?
Weeks.
I moved here a few weeks ago.
He's gonna respond. Give me a second. He looks over at you and goes, quaint little town, is it not? I love all
Yeah.
I love all the scenery. You don't quite get this up north.
Oh yes, it's delightful. I moved out here from the Underdark, so it's been a dramatic change, but I tell you what, it's just so lovely out this way. Are you by any chance a paladin? I've never actually met one in person before, but everything about you definitely gives that vibe. I've read a lot of books.
He gives you a gentle little laugh, going, though I wear this armor, it's more for display and status rather than, combat. I guess you could lump me in with that sort, but I'm merely more of a priest, a clergyman. Oh, pardon. I haven't even introduced myself. Galifor. Galifor von Elifid. But you can call me Gale. He reaches out his hand.
I shake his hand. It's very lovely to meet you, Gale. I'm Edelweiss, formerly of House Oathway, now, just Edelweiss.
Edelweiss. Charmed. It's very interesting seeing someone from your side of the world up on the surface. No rudeness.
Oh,
mind
it's
you.
fine. I get it all the time. These sorts of things happen.
You'll have to pardon me. I'm just so curious about everything. As I've said, I'm usually used to the northern part of the world. I come from the human capital, you see.
Oh, all right then. I haven't actually heard much about it. Then again, out here it's mostly lizard folk, hobgoblins, and all manner of other people. Not too many people looking to talk shop about the human lands, you know?
Yes, there's just so much variety in this land. The colors, the people. Tickles me, per se. I'm terribly used to snow and cold up north. There's
Oh.
a lot of people, but not enough, how to say, color.
I can relate, actually.
You can imagine it's especially hard for a gardener to thrive in such an environment.
Oh, gods, I cannot imagine how awful that must have been.
He kind of thinks to himself before looking over at you, going, you're not eating anything. Would you like to... He kind of passes over soup to you. I'm not eating it, as you can see.
Oh, certainly, I'd love to. Thank you very much.
It's this lukewarm cream of mushroom stew at this point.
I will take a few spoonfuls before
Is
going
it
back.
Campbell's?
God damn it.
History roll.
Ooh.
Alrighty.
I made that joke earlier. I couldn't help it.
I know, it's fine. It's just...
It's Campbell's.
You sip it. This tastes like something you've had back at home, something more manufactured. You remember Candles? It's Candles brand. Candles.
I hate
From a
you
can.
guys.
It's horrible.
I
Soup. Yes.
You give the innkeeper a look for a moment before he just kind of just gently pulls his collar as if he's sweating.
How else do you think he gets the mushrooms?
Damn.
Not bad. Say, might I ask, what brings you out this way? I can't imagine you're here just to hunt monsters.
Oh, no, nothing of the sort. I'm a pacifist, actually. But, I don't suppose it would hurt to leak a little bit early. You see, I'm here for the upcoming festival, the Call of Champions. I always get so excited about it.
Oh, I've heard about that. I've wondered about signing up myself. It sounds like a royal fun time. Are you with a band or something? You know, a group or something?
I'm more of an official overseeing the event. You see, it's always centralized in Frostvale, but we do our little pilgrimages out to different lands.
I see. Actually, since you're an official, you might be able to tell me something. Have you ever heard of a group called the Knights Radiant?
Paladins of the North, yes?
From what I understand, I don't know much about them, but, well, I've always wanted to question paladins. I've always had a minor appreciation for the things they're able to accomplish, their daring acts of heroics.
Oh, I wouldn't call it heroics at all. He seems like he's kind of being bashful at the moment. Like, if he wasn't wearing a helmet, he'd be, like, blushing a little bit.
Eat him.
He's just like, oh, I wouldn't call it heroics at all. Just keeping the peace in the land is all. Just upholding the law, usual. But don't take me as an enforcer or anything. You could say I'm more of a serviceman.
I see.
My capabilities lie in healing, mending, support. That's about my extent. But
Oh, don't sell yourself short. As a bard myself, I've learned that healing can oftentimes make the difference in a fight. Quite.
a bard, do you play?
Oh no, unfortunately, I didn't get much musical training back home. It was mostly song magic involving insults.
Oh, of course. Pardon me for assuming.
That's fine, it's fine.
It's okay, because I'm lying. And then he whips out his electric guitar.
Can you, give me a perception check real quickly?
Certainly.
Sneak check.
Bubbernuts.
You notice, the entire time your conversation's been going, this man's been, while you can't quite see his facial emotions at all, he's been doing a lot of, like, bodily language, mostly just as he's talking with you. He's moving around his right arm a lot, talking with you.
Mm-hmm.
Just very fluidly. And he just talks with you, going, "You do have the honor of talking with such of an Orvo. Were you interested?"
Well, a little bit, actually. I'd always... well, it's a bit embarrassing, but... You know, you grow up back where I live, and people are not exactly the best they could be.
I understand that so well, young Edelweiss. He kind of takes your hand gently with his
I'm older than
gauntleted
you.
hand. And he just kind of just gives you this proud look going, "If you set your sights on it, train every day, you can make it in this organization, I promise you.
You can
If
get-
you have the heart, if you have the motivation, you can be anything you want to be."
You can get as beefy
You
as
know,
me.
here I was, thinking I was going to romance Inigo, and now this is happening.
This
I'm like,
man, this bashful man is just taking your hand.
Edelweiss is just like, no, don't let him charm you, Edelweiss.
I
Don't
love
look into his eyes. I can't see his eyes. That's not important.
You do note that, you know, in Final Fantasy XIV, how, like, the Elizin kind of have those, like, little armored ear bits?
Mm-hmm.
You notice that his are kind of just wiggling about a little bit as he talks to you.
Oh my god.
You're crushing hard, aren't you?
Shut up, Wannon. Don't fucking do this to me right now.
Have I caught you at a loss of words?
Yes. Don't tell anyone that ever happened. They'll never let me hear the end of it.
So true.
Your confession is safe with me.
Jasmine, stop sitting on things.
So while Edelweiss takes care of his boner, I'm gonna pop over to Wannon.
Ooh,
Can't just say that.
calm down.
Wannon.
Yes.
You kind of just sit at the side of the fountain eating your, what was it, your pork?
Pork chops, yeah.
What? How do you?
Lamb chops.
How do you?
No, we went with pork. I rolled a die.
Oh, baked
Baked?
loin pork with gravy, yeah.
Lamb gravy.
Wait.
Okay.
Subtle. Do you feel any sort of emotion listening to the song at all? They've been playing this song for quite a bit now.
The same one?
The same one. We only know one track
Well,
here.
I know.
We
Oh.
know one song, everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What is it?
Do you
Share your feelings with the class.
Share your feelings with the class, Wannon.
I had to bare my soul.
Why do you gotta put me on this spot?
This is way more
Because you want this.
Yes,
blue.
fuck.
Because I already came dangerously close to making out with a cleric.
That's the thing I'll judge you for the rest of your life.
Now I'm imagining, Red and Clickham coming downstairs later and just see you two making out going, what the hell happened?
You're tonguing a helmet.
like someone trying to scrape out the last of his candles in his can.
Oh boy. Oh boy, I did not.
He's just cleaning up the spilled soup.
Oh no.
No, I just need more
It's
soup.
still his soup. I was just helping to clean it up.
It's really good soup. Let me drink it.
Why proceed?
Damn it! I was hoping you keep stalling the shit posting. Bittersweet's probably the best word for it. Leaning to sad. I'm on the spot here.
Based on his sad emotions, some of the other patrons note that Ezekiel starts to form a little cloud over his head, almost of magic origin, as little snowflakes kind of rain down on his fur. So
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
you note that the lead trumpeter in front, the drow boy here, he kind of takes a notice of you. Tells his band, I'm gonna take 5 real quick. Sets his trumpet aside, walks over to you, and he goes, Hey, why so blue, friend?
Damn, we were just macking tonight.
We are all being seduced.
Nothing. This song reminds me of a lot. Did y'all, where are y'all from?
We travel to and fro and to. Little gigs everywhere, here and there. Can't say we ever had an origin point. We just pick up little band members as we go along. But this right here, he shows off the rest of his crew. This right here's a fine team I got right now.
Okay, jazzy.
It's one thing to claw your way out of the underdark, only trumpet in hand, looking to set fame in the world. It's never to succeed. But, seeing you right now, I'm glad my music touched your soul.
Alright, I get it. He's cooler than me. You can stop rubbing it in.
He can play the trumpet. He's sexier. He has an eye patch.
He has a badass hat.
He's not touch starved.
His hat is pretty cool.
He's not touch starved.
If I had to rate him on the scale of drow fashion, he'd be about a...
Insults. He's
He's about a twice Edelweiss.
yeah.
So he's
Oh,
above and
damn.
beyond the peak
I'm
of drow
hurt,
fashion.
but fair.
Go on, Lennon.
I was gonna make more shitty jokes about this guy. He's been on more dates than Zero. Everything's better.
I hate all of you, but especially Ezekiel.
As you tell me you hate me, the storm cloud of my head actually lightens up.
Oh.
Oh no!
It's good. Feed me your power, your anger.
Infuriated me.
You got any response you want to give this dude?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I just got choked up here over my pork.
No.
I can come back to you if you want.
I guess the main question I want to ask is if they ever played in my hometown. Because it sounds familiar.
Let me think. What's your hometown's name?
Sylvanra.
Sylvana.
You're such a bitch.
The early years. Goodness. Yeah, I think I remember that. I'm an elf. Been around long enough. That's where I got my startup. City life. Used to be on the streets, bumming around end to end. Now, under the high class life.
That's good. I just adventure.
Hey, to each their own. I don't make money on our own ways.
Yeah.
No, you got a question for me. I got a question for you. Hey, I don't see a lot of a surface drow up on this here hill. How about him? He points over to Edelweiss going, what's his story?
I'm not sure what he's told me is real half the time. All I know is that apparently he got out and pissed off the Night Mother. Apparently still has hit squads or something.
Ooh, my condolences. He kind of takes off his hat, revealing his bald head. That's one point you got over him, Smirk. You have a full head of hair.
Wow.
No, but his shaved head looks cooler because he's darker.
And -2 for Smirk.
Fucking rip.
He kind of bows his head.
Because if Edelweiss ever goes bald, he's fucked.
I'm not answering that.
Wayward said, scratching off the anti-Rogaine plot point.
Anti-Rogaine.
Shadow Rogaine. It removes all your hair.
Oh,
He just
no.
goes, my condolences. Might buy that man a drink later. Well, thank you for your time, Mr. Goatman. I apologize. What's your name?
Ezekiel.
Ezekiel. He points towards himself. Carrick Denar. Pleasure.
Cute.
He's so damn cool.
Oh my god, he's so goddamn cool.
I tried to type that, and I know I didn't do it right.
He kind of just, with his 2 fingers, kisses his lips. And then just like kind of points to you and goes, stay sexy.
Don't get murdered.
I can hear Edelweiss crying, knowing he will never be this cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's sweet, but also bitter.
And bouncing from when, I'm gonna go to Red and click him.
Hello.
That's cool with everyone.
Yeah.
I'm sleep.
Oh.
Notices your bulgy wool.
No!
Please. I'm dying.
Bad.
This is why you're not cool.
I can accept that.
Okay. I placed down my witch sigil. Oh my gosh, I have so many.
Is
Is this
At the moment, it would not make a difference because almost as soon as you enter, one of the lamps just comes to life and just like grabs you on the shoulder. Let's see, token layer. And he goes, number four, you're back. It's been weeks. Goodness.
Can you not do that? It's like, you don't have to scare me, jeez. I'm covered in blood, for Pete's sake.
I apologize. It's been so long. I almost forgot. Right. Clearly, if you've been gone. Amanda,
Huh?
never stop.
Pray to Jesus. Oh God, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Jesus Batagan.
I'm just gonna tuck myself in as if this is like a storybook bedtime story. But I'm
You
just excited.
successfully assimilate.
You empty a pillow out of the case and then hide in the case.
Yes.
Gnome sleeping bag.
Pillow. Clickham becomes the pillow. What the fuck, man?
This is not fair. This is just not fair.
Soon enough, others, the other two start to come out of like hiding, and the grunt known as number one grabs you by the shoulders and goes, Well, you've obviously been gone for so long. I'm so curious. What did you find? Did you find anything?
I found your leader.
You did? Like, physically?
Yes. He's undead or whatever? I don't know exactly how to put it.
Oh, yes, we're all undead.
He's walking around and talking and moving, if you know. So there's that.
Okay, whew. Wait. So, where is he?
Hell.
He's underground.
Of course.
He's not well enough to be doing anything. That's why he hasn't gotten in contact with you. He was technically asleep for a very long time, but he's walking around and moving now. But he doesn't really remember anything, so that's a shame.
Wait, sleeping. He kind of thinks to himself for a moment, trying to rack his brain for memories.
Do we sleep?
Do we do that?
Wait.
Sleeping or sealed, I don't know which. Whichever suits you better.
You found Murdoch.
No.
You did not find Murdoch.
No. Pretty sure it was Oswick.
You found Osric. Not
Pretty
Murdoch.
sure.
His face almost looks kind of, well, his posture really looks almost kind of
He's not even
sullen.
gonna question on how I know that.
He's willing to believe you at this current time of being. He's thirsty for what you found. And he just kind of thinks to himself, give me one quick second. Oh, that song.
Ba, 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 ba,
Okay, let's go over the details one more time. When you went out to that area, what exactly did you find?
a dead man.
What didn't I find?
That's true.
Red pulls out her book. Alright, so a giant plaid monster pulls Ezekiel down into an underground cavern.
Fast forward.
Fast forward to where? Okay, so I was attracted by this, magic.
Did you find the obsidian tower?
I don't know. Oh, was that magical vault full of like bunch of secrets that I wasn't allowed to look for because everyone else wanted to do something else? No, I didn't find that. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay, all right. Number 4, you're technically a part of the group, so we'll let you in. The obsidian tower was south of this town. We were meant to guard it. It was one of our watch points. One day, another group had busted in our doors and started slaughtering the masses.
Yes, the paladin things, yes.
Okay, so far so good. Memory. I'm thinking. Once
Oh.
the
Wait.
Go
So
on.
you're having memory trouble as well?
curse of undeath, I'm afraid. Your body
Oh.
lives, but your mind wanders.
Wait, but how long have you been undead?
They all kind of just look at each other before looking back at you. Too long, I'm afraid.
Then if that's the problem, then Oswick is in really bad shape then. He doesn't even remember his name.
Something happened to Osric. Before we could determine Osric's fate, the 3 of us left. We realized we left our brothers to die. But we were told to regroup with Murdoch. We could not find Murdoch.
Oh, well, that's
Murdoch.
awkward.
Murdoch
So I
went
was- Go ahead, keep going.
and we never found out what happened to Osric. So you're saying Osric is still alive?
Yes, he was sealed in the place where you were attacked.
He kind of just undoes the latches of his helmet for a quick moment before just taking off his helmet, leaving it at his side, then there's hope.
Look at his little
Ooh, kitty pie.
Oh my god.
Look at it. Got eyebrows. I love
Dad,
his
take the
eyebrows.
helmet off!
Oh, no.
The other one, you believe was formerly referred to as number 2. More stout and portly one. He also kind of just unveils his helmet, sauntering towards you.
Oh, with
Just
the
going.
majestic beard.
He just goes, "You've done us a great service this day. Before we were aimless, and now we have a lead. I thank you."
You're welcome.
You look past him to see the fur guy behind the two who have already undone their helmets, and he just kind of looks back going, "Oh, no, not me. No, thank you."
Okay.
It seems like someone doesn't want to share with the class.
Number 3 is shy. Don't pressure him.
That's
Mhm.
fine.
Like, well, shit. No, I'll stay quiet.
In this case, we travel south. We go find Osric, bring him back, and decide what to do from there. See if we can help fill in some of his memory.
I would be careful. He's currently basically being taken care of by a bunch of woodland creatures that talk. They've basically completely infested the entire, I don't even know what to call it, castle? Underground
Tower.
castle? Tower?
One of
Them
the
and a bunch of grungs have completely taken over the place.
Your world is very strange, but we will take care. After all, he kind of just points towards his chest. We cannot die.
Okay. I'd rather you not die. That would be bad. So that's a good news.
Our issue is thus. This town's getting more populated. We need to secretly leave town. Can't quite say when we'll be able to re-enter though. Number 4, you have to be our inside person. Hold down the fort while we're gone.
Why do I have to hold down the fort for Grey Banner? What's so important about Grey Banner anyway?
Grey Banner is just one of those many crossroads of sorts. Funnily enough, they built this town next to our ruins. For now, Grey Banner is important. One day it won't be. But for now, we're forced to call this place home.
I wonder if
Alright.
these guys are aware of the fact that, like, alternate timelines keep getting frozen permanently.
I don't
That's not their
think so.
business.
Yeah, that's not their business.
Yeah, I figured not, but it just was like, eh.
Number 1 just kind of puts up his hood before just staring over at you going, "We're prepped to the best of our ability. Reconvene with you later. We'll leave you number 3 to keep you company."
Leave a number?
Me! The one in the back kind of raises his hand.
Oh. Alright. I get to be best friends with number 3. Got it. So is he gonna be able to directly communicate with you?
What does number 3's face look like?
He doesn't want to show. He's shy.
He's shy.
It's okay, me too.
A voice rings out from the bed.
Oh, Eddie, you can't take it back now.
Are we not gonna take it back? Because I will call it.
I guess not. Like, it's just like.
DM
halfway
down,
through a
DM down.
register. Like, what? Am I not supposed to be here?
Sorry, my...
Oh, his internet. His internet.
Oh, shit.
There he goes.
No!
Oh no!
Becoming one with the
Wow.
void.
Hello, oh boy. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Okay, am I good?
Yeah.
In theory.
Alright.
In theory. Oh.
I wish I had a fucking Momoka emote for this image.
Rib.
For which
Alright. My fucking Halloween character.
Oh.
The one you linked.
Wait. Wait, is everyone talking right now?
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Okay,
Hello?
okay. I thought I
Okay.
couldn't hear people, but we're
Alright,
good.
check 1, 2, 3. We're good.
Hello?
There we go, we're good. I
Hey.
can hear everybody, I hear everybody.
Right. Where was I?
Yeah.
Noise from the bed, suddenly. As Clickum's
Oh.
voice emerges.
Halfway
Oh,
through
Red.
a breadstick, and like, what, am I not supposed to be here? Hi!
Red would just look at Click with a very motherly, disapproving look,
Oh, I'm in trouble.
and then look at them like, he's fine.
Are you sure?
Yes, he's fine.
Can he be trusted?
Yes,
No,
he can be
thumbs up.
trusted.
Do you love him?
He is my
His eyes
son.
get wide. Ah! Ah!
Calm down, Clickum.
And
You're
the
still
mom-
in trouble.
Oh.
Number 2 kind of just picks up the Clickum sack and just kind
No,
of just
no!
taps a little. He claps a little sticker on his hat,
Oh.
going, "You shall be 4.5."
Ooh. I rubbed the sticker.
We're really getting into decimals right now. This is her son.
I love this.
How does that even work?
I know.
That's going to be
My
hard to remember.
adopted son. My adopted adult son.
Adults,
Yes.
He is like 23.
he is.
He can
Well, in
legally
some years,
fuck.
That's like really young.
That's like a teen. Ooh, look on their face right now.
Number 1 and 2 give you their regards. Were there any other questions you wanted to ask them?
I'm not sure how I
I
feel
need-
about the fact that Clickum can legally fuck.
Don't think about it.
Don't think
I try
about it.
not to.
He's ace. It's cool.
I'm stuck here.
I would have given him the patches that I found.
Oh, the sigils you found in. Oh, sorry. The patches.
Yeah, the patches. Well, they had asked for proof and stuff, so I grabbed those, and then more stuff happened.
He kind of takes them all in hand, just kind of gently clasps his bony hand over them, and he goes, "Thank you."
If you find basically an old, broken down camp, I think if you head, what is it, west? Yeah, west of that, you'll be able to find a hole that will lead down into the tower.
It's sunk.
Yes, it sunk. I said it was underground.
That's right. You did say it was underground. We just assumed you meant the lower floors.
No, literally underground.
Literally underground.
Literally underground.
Not
Infested
any,
with
not any
woodland
tower.
creatures.
Not any part of the tower above ground.
I didn't see anything.
To
But
kind
then
of
again, one of my party members had gotten dragged underground by a giant weed.
Two kind of just strokes his beard, going, "All of that work I put in."
Huh? What?
Now the
He's
worms
basically
like it.
implying he worked on the tower before it sunk.
Oh, well. Anyway, what?
One just kind of turns back to number 3, going, "Get them both outfitted whenever you get the chance. For now, we will leave." Okay. 1 and 2 kind of just give you a little salute, a hand over their heart, and they just tell you, "Walk in shadow, friend. Stay covert. Stay underground. Speak not the word of the Black Wardens to anyone, lest you end like us."
Okay.
You kind of watch them almost kind of sink into shadow as they dissipate from the room.
Does number 3 stay? Oh, okay.
Number 3 stays. Number 3 is still here. He just kind of looks at you, going, "Well, it just got a little bit more awkward about my friends.
How so?
I'm
I don't-
socially anxious."
I don't know how to do the VoIP thing.
We left without teaching him. Oh no.
Don't worry, I'm sure if you talk to Clickham long enough, he'll be your friend.
I wave very excitedly and offer
Would
bread.
you like a breadstick?
He kind
Yay!
of both index fingers together, just kind of like wiggles his fingers, going, "Oh, I hope so."
It's not even a question, it's a definite. Trust me.
Oh boy, here comes the hugs.
Crawling across the
boy.
bed.
I don't know how to feel about being touched. And scene transition.
Yay!
The infamous Clickham hug. It
Infamous.
strikes again.
Extremely infamous.
Either of my other two have any other business they want to take care of?
I'm good, though now I'm like, oh god, I have an opening to become a bard paladin multiclass.
Ooh, nice.
I'm terrified
Someone
of that
stop
idea.
me.
No way, dude.
Also, Edelweiss is gonna end up like making out with this dude, and it's gonna be terrible.
Are you? He's a
Kiss,
celibate
kiss,
man.
kiss, kiss, kiss.
Yeah, just because you're celibate doesn't mean you can't have like a smoochie.
You know what? If you want to try, I want you to try in character. I'm not letting you fucking weasel your way out of this one.
Oh no, not now. He's only just met him. Edelweiss
Kiss,
is
kiss,
a
kiss,
I would
kiss.
hope.
It's not a thought.
I would hope Edelweiss isn't that loose.
But like, you know, if he ends up coming up against him in like the tournament, that's gonna get weird.
Oh
That's
no,
gonna
no,
get
no.
hot and bothered.
Kiss.
And
That would be hot and bothered status, but Gallifore has stressed that he's just an official. He doesn't
Right,
get to,
right.
He doesn't get to take part.
Gotcha.
As far as you know, blink.
Whoa!
Kiss, kiss, kiss.
Kiss, kiss. Smooch.
No, he's gotta
Some
earn it first.
No, he has to earn it.
Alright, fine. I have to woo him first.
Just woo him.
Wow, can you?
Everyone else had to drag Edelweiss. I want a turn.
Okay.
Galthor has to consent.
Confirmation
Has
flag.
to consent to your sins.
Consent. 1 cent.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Okay, so nobody else has anything they want to get done tonight. Tonight, as in game, not tonight as in like in general.
Yeah, I'm good for the moment.
Same.
Yeah.
So I'll go ahead and ask this since it's 11:30. Would you guys want the night cycle to just progress and do some daytime investigation, or did you guys just want to call it tonight and save it for next session?
I'm half leaning to
Because-
calling it.
Yeah, I got work in the morning, so.
Fair answers.
Yeah.
Then-
Let's
play video
It-
games.
In this case, just to move things along for next session, there's a 1 day gap in between now and the upcoming festival.
Mm-hmm.
So, homework for you all. I want y'all to figure out what you're going to be doing on your off day. This could be carousing, looking for specific items. Maybe you want to bond with someone.
Fuck it.
Dude, no fucking.
Wayward
Are you
said.
saying that Ezekiel can't fuck that drow dude with the pigeon hat?
Oh, he's too good for you.
He's too good for me.
Actually,
Wayward
to
says
ask
doing
Amanda.
finger math.
I need to ask Amanda a quick question before I end tonight.
Hello. My name is Amanda.
Holy
I'm-
shit, really?
Oh,
What?
I thought your name was George this entire fucking time.
I thought your name was Clickham, for real.
Oh man, this is awkward.
You said yeah, Amanda?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
What did it think?
I apologize profusely to everyone. I'm gonna do one more quick thing that I didn't get a chance to do.
If you
You
apologize, it makes it
monster.
seem like it's
Real
my
quick.
fault.
No. It's my fault for being forgetful. I'm gonna transition everyone over here real quickly. This will be a little bit wholesome, I promise.
Okay. I like wholesome.
The four of you gather around the head of the bar. Click them a little bit more. Click them a little bit more excited.
I am bouncing in my chair.
The innkeeper sees him and goes, "Oh, right, you guys are back now. I almost forgot. It seems someone has dropped off a little gift for you all.
I wink.
In each of your inventories, which I will now be revealing. See, this one is Danny specifically.
I can finally take these off my inventory.
In each of your inventories, by that I mean a handout that I've had prepped that I didn't even put under the right segment.
How cute is this? Oh my gosh.
I'll throw these under the
Oh,
items
God.
category real quickly.
Oh my
The
god.
innkeeper takes out 3 colored baskets, 1 yellow for red, 1 blue for Ezekiel, and 1 red for Edelweiss. Plops them down all on the table and going, seems an anonymous benefactor has left these presents for you. Huh.
Oh my god.
I open the basket and I read the note inside that is absolutely 300% there.
I will legalize this note, for as you open the basket, unravel the carefully folded parchment, a cascade of cream petals falls onto your lap, and the scent of cedarwood and cinnamon hits your nose.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
I've been waiting years.
Clickatus Martin Van Dash Brownie?
Click it down. Martin Van Dash.
I'm so happy.
This is the most wholesome thing I've ever seen.
Yay!
I
Oh
love
my
it.
gosh.
Each of you have gained 1 item that has a magical effect. Go ahead and add these gift baskets to your inventory. Amanda,
Yeah.
you gain specifically the gift of charity.
Oh, wait. I can put that in my inventory, right?
I mean, I guess, theoretically. I've made a handout for you two.
Wait, really?
Yep.
Where?
It's under the items list in the handouts section.
Oh, the gift of Tiawen? Do I put that in my inventory or in my...
I mean, you can,
Okay.
theoretically.
Aww.
Anything in character you would all like to say to click them?
Click him. I'm touched. Thank you.
Oh, me? Oh? Oh, wait, I did sign it. Oh, well, you know.
Joke's on you. Now you have to take responsibility for all this love and cherishment.
Clickum, this is adorable. You're still in trouble.
Oh, shit. For a second, his face was like beaming, and then like, oh yeah, I'm in trouble.
Just want y'all to know that each of these baskets actually does have different items. It's not just generic.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I hope you guys didn't get beard cream and horn wax, because y'all don't have horns.
Goodberry skin cream. Oh, sunscreen. Oh my god. It's sunscreen.
Oh my god.
Finally, I'm safe from the sun's awful touch. Finally, I can live.
For now.
For now.
best self. I love it, Amanda. Thank you.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Take things from my home. I don't even know how you got this.
Clickham's a wizard.
I'm a wizard. Nothing makes sense.
I just imagine like Clickham in his room drawing a summoning circle, summoning a very confused tabaxi merchant who's like, what the fuck? And then Clickham just being
I
like,
need desert rose dusting powder.
and just being like, okay. Okay.
Alright. I'm gonna be editing some things here real quickly. But while I do that, I apologize for the sidetrack there. But I would like to know how everyone felt about tonight. Questions, comments, concerns.
We got a gift
It's
from Clickham.
good.
Also, while we're here, goodbye, stream.